Alright, hi everyone. Sorry about the long intro. Just want to make sure everything was getting up. The settings were not working with me today. I'm actually going to go ahead real quick and grab some water before we start playing. So I'll be right back. But I'm here. We got the game started. You can kind of hear the music. It's gonna be a good stream. Alright lads, I'm back with my water, and I think it's time to start the game. The artwork was really pretty. It was made by, here, I don't want to butcher it. It's like Koilite, I think it was Koilite. And you can get it, it's free, you can pay for, extra stuff. It's free. It's a name your own price sort of thing. Keolite. I think I have the link down in the description so that you guys can get it. I'll post it in the chat if you can't. It's definitely going to be in the description of the video, at least. So pretty. Here, let me... here, Koilite. Obviously Minecraft's by Mojang. Here are all the credits. It looks really pretty. I've never played this before. All I've heard was that it's a Minecraft, dating sim. And it sounded like cool. It sounded something chill we could do. So, oop. Oh my gosh. That scared me. Alright. Back to the main menu. Start. 8:59 p.m. You stretched in your seat, in the process of getting ready for a match of Hypixel with with your friends, when you've gotten a notification on your phone. It was an alert from Twitch. Your favorite streamers are online. You finish setting up and proceed to wait for your friends in the lobby. Ha! Thinking that they are taking quite a long while, you decide to put the stream up on your phone. Dream. Hi! Hello! Welcome to the stream, guys. I'm here with George and Sapnap. Say hi! Hi! Hello! We'll be doing another Minecraft challenge for this stream. This challenge, we've coded it so that Suddenly, their voices began to fade out as your eyelids started to feel heavy. You tried to fight against the urge to shut your eyes, but it was proven futile as you felt your body fall back from your seat, completely blacking out. Oh no. That's not good. Thud. You let out a groan as you felt your back collide with the ground. You assumed that you had landed on your apartment floor until you heard 3 different voices from above you. That was a really harsh fall. Do you think they're okay?
I don't know.
I don't know, Dream. Date nobody, Astral Run is now. No, I don't think I'll do that. I don't know. I actually don't know if there is one. That's really cool though. I think that was an actual I think that was Sapnap's actual voice that they sampled. I don't know, Dream. Why don't you try landing a 140 block fall with no MLG? Dream? That same name sounded familiar. That sound effect ringing in your ear was just as familiar too. Huh. You began to stir awake and attempt to open your eyes. Wait, guys. Shh! They're waking up, I think. Ah! We're surrounded. Run! No! I want to try and play the game. I don't want to do the asshole run. Oh! When I move my mouse, it moves with the picture. That's so cool. Oh, look at the artwork. Their eyes are so pretty. Look at them. You were met with 3 familiar faces looking down at you in concern. Hey, are you okay? Here, let me help you up. Aw, it doesn't do it anymore. You are brought up to your feet by the tall male in front of you, your arms immediately flailing as you try to regain your balance. You then began to pat the dirt off your pants as you come to the realization that you were surrounded by 3 of your favorite content creators. Yeah, I know, but I know there's multiple endings and I want to experience I will do that eventually. Maybe. I don't even know if that's in the game. You're probably so confused right now. I go by Dream. What's yours? That's a weird way to ask my name. Look at this artwork. It's so cool. It looks great. What is my name? Oh no. I don't remember my name. Yep. You introduced yourself. Dream grins.
Hi.
Dork. Nice to meet you. Yeah, we're dork. Weird dork. Oh, I like that they're sampling what's it called? Audio clips from like the actual creators. That's so cool. Dream was then pushed over to the side by a brunette who had a bandana tied around his forehead. He seemed like to be a really energetic person.
Hi.
Hi there, dork. I'm Sapnap. Sapnap, you didn't have to shove me. You weren't just quick enough. You just weren't quick enough to move out of the way. Aw. You bashfully nodded and waved back to the two as they began to bicker. You heard a sigh coming from your right and looked towards a shorter brunette. I'm really sorry for these two. This is all completely normal. Aw, look at Goggy! Look at Goggy! Goggy goggles.
Hello.
I haven't had any choices other than naming myself Dork. I'm George. Pleased to meet you, Dork. George then cleared his throat loudly enough for the other two to hear. So, what's our plan now? Obviously, we're stuck in the Minecraft world, but we can't stay here forever. So in this video, they coded it so that they accidentally came into Minecraft. Maybe? Huh. Will my computer stop making noises, please? What are you... What revolution could you have to tell me, computer? Stop. Flustered, Dream and Sapnap fixed themselves and focused on the situation at hand. How do you think we can get out of this? Any ideas? I should have named myself Robo-Pope. The Robot Pope. Dude, that's such a better name. You know what? In the next run, I will be Robo-Pope, okay? Hold on, I gotta turn my Discord notifications off because I keep getting spammed. There we go. My computer really said computer noise. Alright. It seemed that they have discussed this before. It seemed that they have discussed this before you arrived, confirming that everyone was from the real world and not a bot built by the game into the game's code. Seeing you fall from apparently 140 blocks high was also served as enough evidence that you too were real to them. A moment of silence had passed for a while as all four of you try to think of a solution. Become Robo-Pope, the robot pope on command. Okay, I need a fan art of Robo-Pope, the robot pope. Free the end? Everyone turned to Dream. Why haven't you beaten the game yet, Dream? You say you're a speedrunner, and yet you haven't beaten the game already. We've been here for like 10 minutes. Why haven't you beaten the game? The what? I'm sorry. The what? The end. We have to find a stronghold, beat the Ender Dragon, and free the end. Just like how we usually do for our challenges. I'm not sure if this will help us get back, but it's worth a try, right? Thank you. I appreciate that. But this is us, Dream. We're not our characters anymore. We're actual people stuck in their places. We can't just die and respawn. 0 hearts and we disappear. How are you so sure about that? We don't know if that's true. Alright. Best way to find out, just gotta... What notification? Why am I still getting notifications? Hold on. Alright. That should fix the problem. As I was saying before, best way to see if that's true, I say one of you guys fight to the death. Sapnap, out of the blue, proceeds to punch George. Oh, I was kidding. Oh no. A glimpse of George's health had disappeared on the top of his head for a split second, with his last heart split in half. Dream's face faltered at this. Of all people, Sapnap, you really had to choose. So, if we're going to finish the game, we all have to be careful. You nod along, gazing up to see that you had half of your entire health bar down due to your fall earlier. Alright, let's split up then, since it's almost nighttime. That's a horrible idea. You should all stick together. I'll go mine for ores. George, you get as many wood as you can. Sapnap, find us a proper place to reside in for now. Chaos. As the three of them went their separate ways, you were left on your own. You wanted to help out too, so you decided to... Ooh, I see. I'm gonna save. Because I think this is a decision that... Yeah. I think this is a decision we're gonna have to make. Alright. Should we get wood or wander around? I feel like we already have someone getting wood, but it wouldn't hurt to have someone else getting wood too, right? But also, it's good to just explore. But they said it's gonna be nighttime. I feel like I'm overthinking this way too much for a MCYT dating sim. I think we're gonna get wood. You decide to walk towards the path George had taken, one leading deeper into the forest biome. Dork! What's giving me Why am I still getting notifications? I'm so distraught. Stop. Okay, I'm gonna mute, like, totally mute. I thought I got rid of the desktop notifications. No. How do I get rid of... There we go. Stop! Don't make fun of me in the server. Notifications. Okay. I'm turning system notifications off temporarily. Don't let me forget to turn them back on, because that's gonna be really awkward otherwise. Okay. Dork! So, you decide to catch up with me. You nodded as you went to the opposite side of the tree he was getting materials from, starting to break it down. I'm so glad you went with me. This way we could get more supplies a lot faster. Look how happy he looks. Aww. No stress, only chaos. You smiled at him as you went to another tree to gather more materials. After a bit of silence passed between you two, George spoke up once more. So, you play Minecraft? I'm pretty sure you know of us. Is there anything you like to do in particular that got you into it? Let's see. So we could actually just be a jerk and like could not answer his question. Or we have like two actual options. I'm quite interested in coding actually. I just happen to like the game. Let's focus on getting more wood. Well, I actually got into Minecraft just because I really liked the game. I thought it looked interesting. So we're gonna do that one. Your friends have simply shown you the game and you found yourself very interested in various minigames that you could play with them. The summer wouldn't be as exciting if it meant not hanging out with them for the most part of it. Yeah, especially when you have friends to mess around with too. Without those two, I don't know where I'd be. No! No, jerk, run! Not yet! Not yet! You can hear the fondness in his voice and looked at him from where you stood. He looked back at you with an easy smile on his face. Once you feel the amount of materials you've gotten was enough, you peer back and see George waiting for you to finish up. Let's head back, yeah? You nodded as you both make your way back to when Sapnap had called out. Guys! I found a ruined portal! The both of your heads snapped towards the direction of where Sapnap's voice resonated and bounded over to his area. Ooh. Nice find. Oh, there's a little, like, heart right here. I don't know, I just noticed that. I wonder what, like, that means. There's only a quarter of it. So maybe it's like a secret love meter? As everyone reunited, they had huddled around the ruined portal. Dream and George had exchanged the materials they have obtained, successfully creating a crafting table. Dream creates enough stone axes and pickaxes for everyone to defend themselves when needed. George then stashes the crafting table in his inventory. Now, let's see what the chest is in store for us. He motions for Sapnap to take the lead. The brunette bounds over to the chest buried in between the netherrack, opening up the lock and revealing the items locked inside. So, what do we got? A gapple. There's also a flint and steel, a few golden ingots, an enchanted golden helmet, and some obsidian blocks. Sapnap then quickly sweeps a hand into the chest before anyone could speak up. I call dibs on the flint and steel! George rolls his eyes before approaching the chest. Then, I'll grab the helmet. Dream was the last to approach the chest, bringing out the two remaining items. He holds them both in his hands as if to weigh his choices. Here, dork. He tosses the golden apple to you. You glance at it for a second before looking back up towards the blonde. He simply smiled back at you. You'll need it more than I do. Besides, these will be handy later on. You are about to speak up when the sound of groaning was heard all around you. All three of you had lost track of time as night came upon you. Numerous mobs had begun to spawn. Guys, take the flint and steel and commit ungodly amounts of arson. You know what? We might do that. I hope that's an option, because I would totally do that. Guys, there's a village down here. Find a 1-block hole. That's my marker. Upon hearing this, Dream had already sprinted ahead, leaving everyone else to follow his lead. As you all ran, you heard a yelp from someone behind you. Ah! George! George was wrestling with a zombie. Sapnap had also turned his head around and immediately wielded an axe. As you looked behind the younger brunette, you spotted a creeper approaching his way. Oh! Oh, it's timed! Oh, George! The other guy has a flint and steel and an axe. He'll be fine. You were much closer to George, so you sprinted towards him, while Sapnap turned around to the hissing of the mob behind him. You wielded your axe up high for striking down a crit onto the zombie that had grabbed a hold of George. Doing it 3 more times, the mob disappeared into smoke and a few orbs of EXP. George, seemingly out of breath, appreciates your help. Thanks, dork. I guess we're gonna... Arson... I think that's gonna end up being in Sapnap's run. I think right now I'm on the path for a George run. I'm not sure. I just... Dream turns around. Are you guys okay? All 3 of you nodded in response. Alright then. Come on, we're almost there. You all hobbled over to the nearby village. Dream had shoved a random door open and ushered all of you inside, breaking any lever or button nearby the entrance to ensure that no other mob could get in. There we go. He really didn't have to, but was better safe than sorry. I'm not a coward! I just want... Next run, I promise, okay? Next run. Dream then sighed as everyone attempted to catch their breath. Anyone hurt badly or anything? You, George, and Sapnap glanced at each other for a minute before shaking your heads all together. I mean, Sapnap almost got blown up by a creeper, but it's fine. Dream sighs in relief before glancing at the iron golem, doing its job to protect its village through the window. Well, it seems like we're in the library. Might as well make the most of our time here and rest up until daylight comes. I'm not a coward! I'm playing the game the way I want. Dream and Sapnap nodded at this. Dream continued to stay nearby the door and keep watch of the mobs outside. Sapnap had decided to sit by the staircase to the upper floor of the library. George had already gone to check out the many books on the shelves. You took this time as a time to breathe and venture around. I think, George was by the books? You decided to head upstairs. You wanted to see what the library had in store for you. Hearing your footsteps approaching, George sees you standing at the top of the stairs. I think you're the coward for not getting the game yourself. Link in, bio. No, I'm just kidding. The link is in the description, but... Dork. He smiles at you as he puts the book back in the shelf. You question him as to why he did that, as he seemed quite interested in it. Oh, it's nothing, really. Actually, I can't read. You don't buy it one bit, but you let it slide. You stood next to him as you peered at the multiple books within the enchantment table language engraved on their spines. Your fingers brush against the leather before George clears his throat. You refuse to. That's pretty evident by the JoJo dating sim you played a while back. Only you could do that. Only you. So books. You like books too? I do enjoy reading a lot. You like the way books open up a different world for you to discover and conform to. That's very true. I used to be a really big reader. I still am, but bookshops are so far away, and I don't like using the library as much as I used to because I like to read at my own pace. I don't like having the pressure of like a deadline to read books. So I have a book now. I'm starting to get back into like physical copy reading, which is good because it makes me feel productive and smart. You smile at, probably, the countless books you've decided were your favorite ones, whether they were just a standalone or a long series. Yeah. George smiles. Oh, look at him. We can do the thing again. Wah! I'm having too much fun with this. Hi. Hey, Ray. How you doing? You think that too, huh? It's just kind of like here, too. Opening up portals, finding different parts of the universe, understanding its lore. Oh, that's good. I'm glad you're doing good. Why would I get JoJo Part 3? Why would I do that? He then catches himself from rambling further, his face tinging pink. Oh! Sorry, I think I've said too much. You reassure him that he hasn't. You tell him that you enjoy hearing him talk about the things he's interested in. He looks a bit shocked at your response before setting on a smile. You're great company, dork. Guys! Sun's out. Let's go and loot this place. Everyone assembled themselves nearby the entrance of the library. Main focus is to find more iron. If you guys found enough, craft a shield for each of you. I'll look for a furnace and smelt the ones I've mined. I'll keep an eye out for more too. And look for food too. We'll need needing more of it later on. Everyone nods and headed off in various directions. Another choice? No. You enter a nearby house to be greeted by a villager who stares at you for a moment before leaving the structure. You shook your head at the random encounter before climbing up the stairs to see a chest in the corner. Opening it, you're greeted with four pieces of bread, 2 iron ingots, and an apple. Smiling, you stash all of them in your inventory before heading out. You met up with Sapnap and George as they both emerged from a nearby house. George approaches you. He gives you a shield and an iron pickaxe to replace your stone one. You know that he was able to make enough for everyone. Turning around to the sound of footsteps approaching you, you see Dream returning with more iron ingots and a bunch of buckets in his hands. George also made his way to the blonde, handing him a share of new iron assets. Dream nodded at him in thanks. Nice! Alright, Sapnap? How many obsidian blocks were in the chest? Sapnap pondered for a bit. I think there were 2. Dream glances down at the buckets he had with him and handed a few over to George. Alright, George, you go and get water. I'll go and get some lava. Sapnap, I'll stay here and light up the new portal up. You stay here and light the new portal up. Dream bounds off the opposite direction while George walks to the nearby brook. Sapnap walks down the path towards a ruined portal area. Let's go with George again. You sped up a bit and caught up with George. He smiles at you and you both fall into step. As you approach the small body of water, George crouches down and scoops up enough water into the bucket. You seem really easy to talk to, Dork. How are you with your friends on your end? My friends are fine. They mean the world to me. That's the truth, you guys. You smile as... Where'd it go? There it is. There's a bottle on my floor. You smile as you thought of your friend group. They always knew how to brighten your day when it gets too much. You would do anything it takes just to make them just as happy. I can read, I swear. Learn how to read. No! I guess I gotta go learn how to read. You are great. George smiles at this. Look at him! Aww! I feel the exact same. Oh, look at this! And look at the sun flare! That looks so cool! This game is so pretty! I'd give everything if if it meant having their smiles on the face too. Your chat's glitched? Probably not. Clobie is on, YouTube, because I'm streaming to YouTube and Twitch now, which, it's something I just got the, ability to do not too long ago. Yeah, I think you can only see the people on Twitch, and, Clobie can only see the people on YouTube. You can hear the fondness dripping from his voice. The other two seem to be very dear to him, you concluded. Let's head back. You nodded before walking right behind him, following the path back towards the ruined portal. You guys got the stuff? Everyone raises the I'm yawning. This isn't good. Everyone raises their needed item, confirming that they had what they needed. Clobie moved to Twitch. Woo! Dream smiles at this before beginning to call George to his side to help complete the portal together. You stood by the side of the three other members, as the three other members had grouped up together to speed up the portal building process. Once they were all finished, Sapnap flickered the stone in his possession and flared the new nether portal to life. Automod is being mean to you? What's Automod doing? I don't know what I can't remember what my mod thing. I don't think I had much, like, blocked off on it. I might, one day, some days, just like put a random word off limits. I don't, hold on. Let me check Twitch. Oh, yep. I see it. The term fools is now allowed. I gotcha. I actually had to do that myself. Sure. You keep telling yourself that, Chloe. Once they were all finished, Sapnap flickered the stone into his possession and flared the new nether portal to life. I think I already read that. Whoa, they built another portal behind the ruined portal. The four of you grinned at the success of your first half of the plan. Sapnap then glances around at to everyone else. So, is everyone ready? Do you guys have any armor? Or like anything besides like stone tools? Or I guess iron now, but Dream points to George. Oh, I can scroll back and forth. Look at this. I'm a time player. Wear your helmet, George. Oh, yeah. Imagine being a space player. Couldn't be me. George quickly applies the helmet and gave out a thumbs up. We're ready. Sapnap nods and you all usher over to the line of blocks right before the portal. You inhale deeply and exhales, attempting to calm your nerves before entering the portal. You peer to the side of the aid to see the other three doing the same. Oh, don't worry, Ray. It's kind of an inside joke between us. Hold on, I'm gonna try and get myself to stop yawning. Not for like your guys' sake. I'm annoyed. I'm not tired, but I'm still yawning. That's just not fair. Yeah, it's a Homestuck thing. Stop being tired. Maybe I should get some rest now that I'm on like spring break or something. What's Homestuck? We don't have time to unpack all that. Dream then began to count. On 3. 1, 2, 3. As Sapnap shouted, all four of you had jumped into the portal at the same time. Oh no, they're explaining what Homestuck is in my Twitch chat. Oh no. After feeling light for a split second as you thread the two different worlds, you feel gravity pulling you down as you enter the warm surrounding. You decide to take a step down from the obsidian platform, with the disorientation catching up to you. You had fallen onto your knees and clutched your head. Teleporting from one world to another isn't exactly as fun as it seemed. The other three had simultaneously groaned as they landed. Aww. Yeah, hopefully we're never doing this again. I second that. Shaking his head, Dream stood up and batted away at the netherrack dust that had gotten all over him from the fall. You and the other two had followed his lead and did the same. Dream gazes around the view of endlessly dripping lava, trying to let the scene sink in. The nether. I need a cough. I hope that worked. Hold on. There we go. Ugh. You can hear the dread in Dream's voice as you were about to approach him about it, before he turned around with a stern look on his face. Gather a bunch of netherrack. We'll need it. You all nodded and split off. You bounded off to the side, creating a small strip mine to easily gather a big amount of the nearby material. As you mined away, you heard a loud gasp echo from the outside of the cave. Guys! The fortress! It's right here! You raised your eyebrows in surprise. It was just near spawn? You're so lucky. You know what? I think we should contact the people who made this game and say ask them to make like a DLC to Teletubby Mod 1. You hurriedly mined a bit more netherrack before running outside, catching up to Sapnap, who had evidently done the exact same. Nice find, Goggy! George seemingly cringes at the nickname, but was cut off from the reaction due to the fact that Dream had ruffled his hair. Ah! Become Teletubby on command. We should tell Dream that. Everyone follows George's lead towards the structure. As your group approaches the nether brick walls, everyone took turns in using their bundles of netherrack to maneuver up to an entrance. As you helped each other up the ledge, George gasps as a wither skeleton attacked him. He managed to bring up a shield in time to block it. No time for questions right now. It's a very tense moment. George! I'm fine. Let's just go. He shoves the mob back as everyone darted to the opposite direction. We're in a tense situation. I'll get to your question in a second. Dream points towards the nearby blaze spawner, calling Sapnap to a side. No, my blockmen cannot wait. As they both began to farm the needed blaze rods, George was busy defending the area from the other mobs that followed you. There were two different mobs. The two different mobs began to multiply as time passed, and you knew you had to help out somehow. We're helping George. Okay. What's your question? Ask your question and I will get to it. You bounded over to George as quick as you can, swinging your axe at the nearby wither skeletons before shoving the others away with your own shield. George looks at you in surprise. Oh, he's so pretty! Look at him! I'm literally gonna do this every time. Look at him! Yeah, but they can't see reflections, so... The question was, vampires can't walk around in the daylight, but how are they capable of walking around at night? Well, moonlight is just sunlight reflected. Yeah, but they can't see reflections. Reflections don't count. It's like, it's not a high enough dose to kill them. Like, I don't know. If I shine a flashlight, like, directly into your eyes, it's gonna hurt. Yeah, but but if I shine it like next to you and you're not looking directly into it, it's kind of like you can see it in your peripheral or something. That doesn't hurt, right? It's not as bright. It's kind of like that, I guess. It's just like the sun itself, but not. You know, there's way less energy. I think it's the energy. Dork, you. But he was cut off by when two more skeletons had bumped against him. You reprimanded him, saying that it isn't the right time to complain about your split-second choices. Vampires came up with the sunlight thing so they have an excuse to go outside at night and not be bothered by other people. I'd also like to submit to the court that vampires aren't actually like allergic to garlic. They're picky eaters, and they just really don't like garlic. They're not allergic. It won't kill them or anything. Like, they'll be fine. They're just a picky like 5-year-old who doesn't like garlic. He silently nodded, working on defending the other two as they handled each other's sides. We have enough. Let's go. You all fought your way through the fortress grounds and went to the nearby netherrack field. I am also a picky eater. I like going out at night, and I'm unkillable outside of stakes through the heart. Am I a vampire? Oh no, I might be a vampire. I can neither confirm nor deny that you are a vampire. We don't have time to unpack all that. You fought your way through the fortress grounds and went to the nearby netherrack field. As you dashed through the terrain, you noticed Dream and the others weren't headed for the portal. You racked your brain as you wondered why, but remembered that you needed the easiest and quickest way that you all could think of obtaining ender pearls. And that was through piglin trading. You all looked for a biome that had enough mobs that were available for trading. Dream hollers over you guys, and you dig a hole surrounded at least two or three piglins. George passes the golden helmet over to Dream as he tosses all the ingots towards the hog like humanoids, leading them to the hole you all made. With no gold to pass the piglin's taste, the other began to run towards everyone. Sapnap was on the end of the pit fighting against the two ghasts that would simultaneously spawn. George was on the other end, fending off piglins and a few wither skeletons that had followed your group. Dream, make it quick! I'm trying! Dream! The piglins. We can't fight a ghast, it's in the air. We can, but like, Sapnap will be fine. That's what this run should really be called. Sapnap will be fine. You looked in the mirror and saw only a hot pocket? Bro, you should get that checked out. I feel that sounds like a medical problem, I think. Your true form? Or medical condition. You should get it checked out either way, you know? When was the last time you had a checkup? I'm not a medical professional by any means. Everything I say is jokes. You thought you had a friend, but alas, I was a hot pocket all along. Alright, get in my microwave. You're a dragon, you think? Okay. Making up your mind, you take long strides towards the older male who seemed to have tiny bit trouble finding off the mobs. You tell George that you can handle the skeletons and have him run around the area as much as he can to stall time for Dream to make this a efficient amount of trades. Sounds like a plan, Dork. He then began to run around and lead the other piglins away as you exchanged hits with the wither skeletons in front of you. Everything began to overwhelm you, from the amount of mobs surrounding you all to the huge amount of pressure you are feeling right now. Oh, man, I really need to get sleep. Dude. Everything had Sapnap began to call out, peeved tone seeping out in his voice. Dream! We should... Dude who needs sleep. Yeah, but you could do that because you're in college. I don't know. I have tomorrow off, so I'll be fine, but I'm tired. I'm tired. Dream rolled his eyes. Let's go. This way. I'm doing this tonight. This is how I'm staying up. He was visibly irritated as he was pressured, but hopefully everyone would shrug it off. You all bolted towards the right direction of the portal, the one you finally recognized, and gasped in relief when you spotted the familiar purple particles flaring into the air. Dream reaches it first, not entering the vortex, and instead opted to take a swing at an approaching aggressive piglin mob. Oh, no, you should probably do your classwork. Like, you can even do it while you're watching the stream, dude. you should really do your classwork. Oh, no, you should really do your classwork. Like, I urge you to do your classwork. Do your school, kids. Get in, now! Without a second thought, Sapnap and George entered the portal, their bodies slowly disappearing into the overworld the longer they stayed in. Yeah, you say you'll do it tomorrow, but will you? Will you really? You glanced back at Dream and hesitated. You didn't want to leave him behind. Dream frowned at you. Go! When you didn't budge, Dream had instead pushed you through the portal. Rude. Also understandable. Yeah, I did, but Mom didn't get home until later and you didn't It's fine. I'll take a walk with you tomorrow as well. But you better do your classwork. I gotta walk my Clovey. Here, and you know what? We made it out of the portal. I think we should reward ourselves with some gummy bears, some non-brand specified gummy bears, because I don't know if I can get sued for like mentioning a brand or not. Let me just really crinkle that by the microphone. Oh. That's really unfortunate. I'm sorry for your loss. I guess I'm gonna eat the gummy bears, if that makes you feel better. When you came to, your first reaction was to frantically check your surroundings for your other companions. We're here, Dork. We're here. From behind you, you hear Sapnap and George seemingly out of breath. The older of the two was lying on his back, whilst the other was seated on a nearby grass block and swiping the sweat from his chin. bungalow. George's voice wavered when he spoke up. Where's Dream? DK. Dream is dead. DK. Teletubby's gone crab rave. Dream kicked it, dude. Your heart sank when you had to explain what happened before you teleported back into the overworld. They both frowned at this. Of course he would. We have to go back. See if he's still here. We need to help him. Before their argument could get any bigger, Dream had suddenly appeared into the overworld. He landed on the grass with a harsh thud. Yes, I will take you on a walk, Clovey. Dream! You all rushed over to his side, to which he waved off. Both Sapnap and Dream helped him up to his feet. Put that thing back where it came from, or so help me. Put him back! Toss the whole boy back. We don't want him. Why don't we want him? This isn't the same Dream that blew green. That's your only reason is just green. Well, Dream, if you ever hear this, know that Cloby specifically doesn't like you because you're green, and that's the only reason. I'm fine. Health check, guys? You all wearily nodded before looking up at your own health bars. Points like Lord Farquaad. Green. Wait, so you don't like Shrek either? George says that he has 4 left. You and Sapnap have the same amount of 3. Why not? Dream only had half a heart. I want half a heart, guys. I want half a heart. Me and my homies hate Shrek. I am one of your homies. I don't hate Shrek. I had a Shrek-themed birthday party when I was 3 years old. I don't remember it at all because I was 3, but like, I was like the coolest 3-year-old dude. Sapnap and George frowned. Sapnap frowned as George crossed his arms. What happened to being careful, Dream? Nah. Dream waves. Hold on, wait, can I? I've been given too much power. I can make them repeat lines. This shouldn't be as entertaining as it is. Dream waves him off as he pulled out a piece of bread to replenish his hunger and regen. All that matters is that we're fine. It was our first and hopefully last time in the Nether. Of course it'd end up messy. You're about to hand him your golden apple when he noticed and stopped you from doing so. I told you, you'll need it more than I do. Dream has no faith in us. You frowned, but didn't push. You stashed it back in your inventory as Sapnap approaches him to craft Eyes of Ender. You've sent me an important DM. What have you DM'd me? I'm so professional. I'm still getting notifications. Like, out in Discord. Not on the computer, at least, thankfully, but, like, I'm still getting Discord notifications. Green! I, Chloe just sent me a picture of Lord Farquaad pointing, and it just says green as the bottom text. I'm saving that. I might use that as like the thumbnail. I might use it as the thumbnail. I might edit it a little bit, but as they successfully crafted a few, Dream flicked one up. It slowly rises and leads towards one direction before ultimately plunging into the ground. The blonde catches it right before it lands and double checks if it snapped in two. Well, we have our lead. Let's go. You all then fell into step with each other. The walk was quiet, save for the occasional clinking of the under eyes that came from Dream. It was a bit too quiet for your liking. We're gonna check up on George, because this is the George-only run, I guess. You slowed your pace down to match with George's, who was situated on the very end of your little line of follow the leader. The colorblind male had been munching on his share of bread, effectively replenishing his health. He nods as he swallows his recent bite. I'm all good, Dork. Thanks for asking. Do you need anything? Yeah, I need to know what flavor this is. I think it's lemon. The only food I've seen you wield was the gapple from way earlier. You shook your head, letting him know that you have your own stash of foods. A little bit of silence filled the space between you two before George spoke up this time. So, bruh, does he not see the lemon? What a fool. Oh, where is it? It's buried. There it is. I'm very proud of this fact. I have a ceramic lemon, on my desk. It's just like it's like a little, like, I don't know, I think you would find it in like a grandmother's home or something. It's like a little ceramic lemon, and it's my favorite thing ever. So, I might post pictures of the lemon. Lemon photo shoot. Okay. Oh, now it's flagging coward. So, do you have any questions, like, in general? I just figured that since you've been with us the entire time, might as well get to know each other a bit more. I'm not really interested in talking. What else do you guys like to do outside of this? You now knew what he likes, that he likes coding and reading books. Maybe there's more than that he'd like. No, we're not sabotaging our current route. It's George time. George blinked for a second before humming in thought. Something I'd like to do other than the ones I've told you? Well, I'm quite into chess. I play it from time to time with the other two. You nodded your head. Interesting. It wasn't really a game you were too interested in. It fascinates you when you watch people play, but the mechanics are quite confusing. That is green is cursed. Yeah, that's honestly my actual thoughts on chess. I like playing chess, but I'm really bad at it. Like lose to the bot on easy mode bad. He notices this and lets out the softest laughter. If you aren't into it, that's okay. I like chess as a concept. My favorite form of chess, though, is the 5D chess with like time travel. Specifically because I can't look at the board for more than like 10 seconds without like bursting into flames and my head just immediately splitting in two. That would be interesting. We should play 5D chess against each other sometime, except neither of us know how to play chess well. Yeah. But if you really want to learn it, I can teach you. Maybe even have a little chess date if you're into that. His cheeks tint pink, and you bashfully smiled back. You'll have to keep that offer in mind. No, we scored ourselves a date with Goggy. Everyone stopped walking when Dream halted in his tracks. It's down here, he announces as he whipped out his pickaxe, beginning to mine a way through the ground. George and Sapnap had gone to do the same thing on either side of him, so you decided to follow through and mimic their actions in front of the hole Dream had made. You continue to dig deeper, not even paying attention until you realize you've dug through the stronghold ceiling and fell through. Ooh. Dork! You dealt a bit of damage to yourself thanks to your clumsiness. Dream had safely landed within a water MLG, and so did George, although he let his water spread around for a bit and for Sapnap to safely land in. I want to see the green one experience my death by one hole. Only because he is green and he deserves it. He deserves it because he is green. Just because Dream is a green Teletubby doesn't mean he deserves to fall into a 1x1 hole. Not everyone can be as special as you. Bye, Ray. Have a good night. You're gonna give us a heart attack, Dork. Be careful next time. You let out a sheepish chuckle as you pulled out an apple from your inventory and proceeded to munch on it to regen. You all took a better look at which part of the stronghold you were located in, and realized you were in the middle of it with 3 pathways. I think we should go straight, but that's just a hunch. The end portal, the library, and another way to the hall. Sapnap lets out a huff. Huh. Lucky. You patted off the remaining dirt from your clothes as Dream began going towards the portal room, getting rid of the silverfish spawner before starting on filling in the gaps of the portal itself. Robopope has a sword? Yes. Robopope deserves a sword. Dream does not deserve to fall in a 1x1 hall. I think the color green would taste like asphalt. How do you know what asphalt tastes like? Have you ever eaten asphalt? No, I can't say that I have. It's not pleasant. I wouldn't imagine it to be. Have you ever eaten asphalt? It was chewy. Mmm. Oh, but it tasted like sun. So green tastes like asphalt, which tastes like sun. What does sun taste like exactly? I'm also burnt rocks. How have you tasted sun before? What and how do you know what burnt rocks taste like? You ate a burnt rock. But how did you eat sun? Did you eat these in sequential order, or did you have to eat these multiple times to go back and figure out which one? Rambo best person, yes! It wasn't in your childhood? Rambo best boy. Hi J-Hop. I'm playing Minecraft Lovehunt, but right now we're taking a second to talk about, Clovey apparently eating asphalt. So when exactly did you eat the asphalt and the rocks and the sun? 'Cause your childhood was not long ago. Your childhood was not long ago. I have temporary lapses in memory judgment that allow me to think that it is okay to eat rocks. Oh boy. Oh boy. But then I have a mouthful of rocks and realize that I've been a complete fool. How do you remedy this? I'm scared that a romantic comedy about the dream SMP exists. Honestly, I am too. This isn't even about the Dream SMP yet. It's just about Dream, George, and Sapnap. But I don't doubt that there's probably something with the whole Dream SMP. That would actually be really cool, like a rom-com dating sim, but the entirety of Dream SMP cast. I will look up the whole SMP right now. Are you gonna start making a whole game, Clovey? You know what? I shouldn't have asked that because now I know the answer is gonna be yes. You could get Gray to do some of the writing. And I can help code KFC dating sim better. Yeah, I want to play that. I actually haven't seen that either. That's another one I'm planning on playing. Alright. Sapnap scratches his head before heading off to the empty hallway that led to an iron door. I'll go over here and check if there's anything that I can grab before we enter. Same. I'll check over here. You were then left to your own devices yet again. Go with whom? I don't remember who went where, but I'm gonna go to the library. You took the left path, entering the iron door and following the older male. Think this is storage? As you entered the room, you were greeted by tall rows of bookshelves filled to the brim. Hearing the clink of the iron door close behind you, George called out from the corner of the room. It's red, blue, and green? I can only see the red and the blue. I can't really see the green, but you're probably right. hold on, wait. Oh, yeah, it is, because the little icon for the application is the same symbol. It's the red, blue, and green. Green does exist. You don't need to be mean to Dream just because you don't like the color green. I'm right here. You followed the sound of his voice, leading you to him as he closed the chest. He proceeded to sit on it. Just a compass and a few blank pages. Nothing useful. He muttered something out. He mutters out a little, "Oh yeah," and proceeds to bring out his crafting table, seemingly creating a bow and arrow with a bow along with some arrows. A moment of silence had seeped into your conversation before he called out to you. A moment of silence for Clovey's hatred of the color green. Here, we can just... A moment of silence. It's not! I don't understand what you have against the color green. The word green. What's wrong with the word green? Too many E's? There are two of them. Your last name has the same amount of E's as the word green. Too many. So you actually have something against the letter E, and it's not the word green at all. Yeah, but... yeah, but there's still too many. What do you... Okay, but no, that's fair. I don't have any arguments against that one. I couldn't really color... Are you color theory against you anyway? From now on, I will only use green in the worst way, just to mess with you. Dork? Look! You looked at him. He seemed a bit nervous and flustered. I figured that maybe this is the last time we'll be able to talk to each other in a calmer manner, let's say. So, I just want to admit something. Dork, I think you're really amazing. I hope I don't, like, overwhelm you or anything. I just wanted to let you know that... Thanks for the dono! Alright, thank you for the donos. This is where we could do jerk run. Shrek. What if Shrek is God? Wait, are you saying God is green? Okay, what about... Shrek may just be God. I like you too. Oh! Oops. I hope you know, by the way, Cloby, that we had an opportunity to do the jerk, run. And I didn't. 'Cause that's not what this run is about. I hope I don't, like, overwhelm you or anything. I just wanted to let you know that. Okay. He smiles sweetly. Oh, he smiles sweetly at you. Oh, look at him! That's reaction to every one of these. It's so pretty. The artwork is so good. I'm glad feelings are mutual. You feel a slight brush rise to your cheeks as he affirmed your growing feelings towards him. Okay, but that implies if God needs to spread his swamp throughout the cosmos, does that mean that whenever you die, the last thing you hear is actually, "What are you doing in my swamp?" or like, "Get out of my swamp"? Star Trek X Shrek confirmed. Because that would be like really interesting. When you die, you go to the great swamp in the sky. He hops off the chest. Let's head back. I'm pretty sure Sapnap's calmed his nerves and Dreams finished his up the portal by now. You nodded and followed his lead out of the chamber. As everyone started to regroup, the quiet humming of the finished end portal echoes out. Chloe, why must you do this? Why must you do this to my streams? Nervously, Sapnap speaks. Any encouraging words before we hop in? Turn to George. When George meets your gaze, his face was tinted slightly pink. If I die, I want to be buried in a coffin made out of Shrek 3 DVD. Why must you do this to Chloe? Every stream. I feel like I can say the same. You know what? I can say that the green swamp god smiles upon me. Me? You want me to? All three of you had simply encouraged him with smiles on your faces. It's not when I die, it's if I die. Oh. If I die, I want my ashes to be forged into a Shrek DVD, and I want my family to be forced to watch it every year on my birthday. That way they'll never forget me. I will not die. I fear. I live in fear. George sighs, shaking his head a bit before looking back at you all with a smile of his own. Alright then. I know most of this was my fault. But there's no time to dwell on that now. Oh, right, because I think George is like the coder of the group? So, is he blaming himself for getting trapped in the Minecraft? Oh, I don't think he should, because I don't think that's like something you can just... I don't think that just happens. I don't think any amount of code can turn your consciousness into Minecraft. Like, fully. But there's no time to dwell on that now. What matters is that we're close to what's probably the solution. And we'll all be able to escape this realm and return back home. I don't know, have you seen Isaiah? Yeah, I actually have. It's supposed to... Technically, the anime happens next year. It starts next year. like SAO, but they were playing Minecraft instead. And no one told them that if they die in the game, they die in real life. Everyone had given each other affirming glances, reassuring one another that they were ready before starting down towards the black vortex. You gripped on the axe and shield you were wielding, your nerves making you all jittery. On 3, Sapnap shakily breathes. 1, 2, and everyone began to run up. 3! You braced yourself as the discomfort of teleporting began to set in. You covered your mouth as you landed on the obsidian platform, trying to get a hold of yourself. George shakes his head as he checks on everyone right after landing. Dork, are you okay? You waved him off, coughing as you do so. This doesn't particularly convince him, but he trusts you enough to regain your balance. To regain your balance yourself. Dream and Sapnap seem to have gotten used to the feeling of teleporting as they appeared fine. You struggled to get back on your feet as they began to build their way towards the center of the island where the dragon was situated. Dream SMP except more Doctor Who. Dream SMP except significantly less Doctor Who. You got yourself on your feet and caught up to them. Go ahead and push yourself towards the dragon. Ugh. Go ahead and push yourself towards the dragon. I'll take care of the ender crystals. Make every shot count, George. Of course. He runs off to the sides as he already begun aiming at the top of the pillars. Dream turns to you. Me and Sapnap will go ahead land attacks on the Ender Dragon. Me and Sapnap will go ahead land attacks on the Ender Dragon. Okay. That sentence doesn't make sense, but okay. You steer clear from her, alright? Kill some Endermen and grab the pearls that they drop so you can filter them to us or use them for yourself if you have to flee. Did you DM it to me again? Is there a giant Teletubby drawing in my DMs from you? Oh, no. You oblige, staying in the outer ring of the island as the two childhood friends rush towards the middle. You dare to make eye contact with the tall, void-like mobs to aggravate them. Oh, I don't like that sound. It proved effective as they began to move their mouths with irritating buzzing, getting louder as they launched themselves at your shield. You shoved them away and attempted to land hits on them, whilst taking caution of any of their attacks that they managed to get too near to you. After taking at least 2 hits from the mob, you counted the amount of ender pearls you've gained whilst eating some bread to regenerate your health. Why are the Teletubbies now in my DMs? Why both of them? This is what I have to put up with. Why are they in my DM? It's not Pog. Seeing that you've gotten quite a lot, you quickly jumped into the middle to throw some to Dream and Sapnap. Thanks, Dork. Sapnap managed to catch all of it, tossing the other half towards the blonde who had just landed his water MLG. After a few more minutes of combat, it seemed that the Ender Dragon's health had been depleted until halfway. George has done his job of shooting all the healing crystals. You were busy looking around for the older male when the dragon had launched a fireball near you. You had only heard a soft thudding sound, and before you knew it, you were surrounded by purple particles that began to burn you. Ooh. Dork! Use an ender pearl. Get out of there. You fumble over the items in your inventory, finally stumbling over the sphere-like object and throwing it away somewhere safer. Your breath was shaky in short huffs as you teleported. You looked up to see your health bar. You had 2.5 hearts left. Dork, are you okay? You want to reassure them that you're fine, even a wave of your hand, but the requiring effort to do so was too much for you, and you ended up making you feel more lightheaded. I think it's at another very tense time, and it is not time for another vampire question. George, we need you! Bringing the nearest one to you, George glances back at you worriedly. You shook your head in an attempt to tell him to go help the others. George furrowed his eyebrows together before turning away and ran towards the middle. I'm right here. We need your help in keeping the dragon away from Dork. Got it. Right. Dream was the sole person out of everyone in your group to have experienced being on half a heart, and you were close. To saying it hurt was sugarcoating it. You felt excruciating pain as your heart tried to make up for the blood that you'd lost in the recent situation. As you breathed heavily, you fiddled around for the golden apple that stayed in your inventory the entire time. Chloe, I'm gonna ignore your vampire question for now. The last time you glanced at the dragon's health bar, it was nearly finished. Just a few critical hits and it would be over. You sighed as you took your time, being able to fish it out from all your belongings. You were about to eat it when you heard a bellowing noise coming from above you. The Ender Dragon was coming right at you. Dork! You froze up and shut your eyes tightly as you braced yourself for what was about to happen. You heard the noise of a hit. You didn't feel any pain. You opened your eyes and saw George, who had his bow up and fired his last arrow at the dragon that had only been one hit away. Look at him! Guys! He's so pretty! He saved us! The dragon screeches as it levitates up, light protruding its body as it slowly disintegrates into a speck of particles in the XP points. And right then, a sound effect echoes from from George himself. George Not Found has made the advancement free the end. Everything was silent before the three of them began to whoop loudly. Oh my god, George, you did it! Yeah! That's our boy! George was then lifted into the air by the two, the male himself laughing loudly as they all cheered. Not quite. I think I'm gonna end it after this run. After a whole while of being stunned, you let out a share of giggles. The boys turned around as they heard you laugh. The two childhood friends had glanced at each other with a glint of mischief in their eyes before running towards you, with George still on their shoulders. That being said, it's not the end of this series. I'm definitely gonna do some other runs. Whoa, guys, let me down. The two had simply laughed at him before letting him off as they stopped right in front of you. Dream helped you up to your feet, giving you the golden apple you dropped to heal up. I might do Robopope, like, maybe tomorrow? Tomorrow, I might also do it Saturday, because I don't have work on Saturday. But, and it's spring break, so who knows? Sometime this week, we'll get Robopope in, okay? You nodded at him in thanks, feeling a whole lot better as you took a bite out of it, and returned to see Sapnap pushing a blushing George towards you. When he was right in front of you, you had simply thanked him for being brave and saving your life. I'm really glad you're okay. Dork. He wasn't one who can easily convey his emotion through words, he figured out. You gave out a soft laugh as you cupped his cheek, letting him have a bite of your golden apple. Aww! Oh, that's good! This music is so pretty. It's like a music box, almost. Oh! Thanks, Stork. Dream laughed at the exchange, his hands on his stomach as he cackled. George sent him a glare, going to the point of even rolling his eyes at the male's reaction of you two. Alright, you two are cute, we get it. Come on, let's go home. You nodded, and all four of you walked up to the middle. Dream and Sapnap had hugged each other sideways as they made their way to the portal, their antics making you stifle a small giggle. You hope that once you all jump in, you will all, 1, be able to come back home safely, and 2, remember everything that had happened. You were so nervous, but so far this was your only choice, to jump into the unknown. You felt someone grab a hold of your hand. Your gaze trailed from the portal to see that it was George himself. He had a soft, reassuring smile on his face as he squeezed your hand. You were sure that he was nervous too. On 3, everyone grinned at him. 1, 2, 3! You woke up on your bedroom floor, clutching at your throbbing head. It seemed that you had fallen over on your chair. You hear your phone buzzing from your desk. Groaning, you crawled over to check what your notifications were going off for. For the first few spams, it had been your friends, as you were apparently late for your Hypixel game together with them. The most recent one was George not found went live. Fixing my chair. George not found. George. Minecraft, the realm. You quickly pressed on the notification, the stream's audio booming out of your phone's speakers. Sorry, guys. I know we were supposed to be doing a Minecraft challenge right now, but our connections did some sort of blip and now my chair is wrecked. The chat roars in laughter, finding it hilarious that he had fallen off his chair to the point of breaking it. Wow, chat. You guys aren't feeling nice today, huh? Your heart beating, rising, impulsively sent a dono to try and catch his attention. He stops holding the pieces that belonged to his chair to check the donation. Okay, who just donated? Oh. Can I not go back? Okay, Who just dono? Thank you for the dono. You think you're so funny, huh? George stopped himself when he read your username. Dork. Hold on. DM me on Twitter. Do you have the same username? You had to be quick. You knew how fast it can be at taking names and usernames and impersonating people. You immediately transferred to Twitter, the stream turning into a picture-in-picture form and situating itself at the bottom corner of your phone, and sent him a message. George, it's me. Do you remember everything? The Minecraft realm, the library, the golden apple? Your heart rate picks up as you anxiously wait for a response. You hope you're quick enough. You heard his quick typing noises from the stream as the chat zoomed by with your username combined with a bunch of question marks, asking who you were. And then, suddenly, someone joined the call.
User joined your channel.
Dream! George, what the hell are you doing here? It's Dork! What do you mean it's Dork? Mute your mic on stream, you idiot. The audio from Dream and George's mics had been silenced. And then suddenly you have notification beep from Twitter. Dork! Of course I remember. Dream's helping me book a flight for you right now. Would next week be okay? Ah! You flushed. Already? But it wasn't as if you didn't want to be by his side. You already missed being next to him. The next message came in, and it was like you both had a connected brain cell. Wait. Oh my god. Wait. Was that too quick? Oh my god, I'm so sorry. George, it's okay. I'm free, so it's okay. Smiley face. This is really cute, guys. Is this real? Oh my god. Oh, that's cool. I can... Wait, please don't look at my stream for like 5 seconds. Huh. Curiously, you peeked at the stream window on the bottom right corner. George was jumping around in happiness. Aww. Arms in the air before returning back to the mic, seemingly telling the other male of your decision. This is so cute! Oh my gosh! Oh. You laughed to yourself. Your cheeks are hurting from how much you were smiling the entire time. You couldn't wait to see him again. Look at him! George, romantic end, plane trip. Okay, so that probably means that there's like a platonic end and then and then endings for the others, I think? Oh. A new player. Interesting. You must be Dork. I am XD. I'm in charge of everything in between here. It seems that you've unlocked an ending. That's really cool. Say, if you can unlock everyone's ending, maybe you could help me find a secret code. Yo! That's so cool! They added Dream XD! Okay, that kind of shows how recent this is, cause that, I guess, did this game not come out less than a month ago? Cause Techno's stream with Dream XD was only like a month ago, right? The true green god. I've been seeing an opening here and there, but I'm having some trouble achieving the code I need. Maybe it'll benefit you too. But then, it'll be up to you if you'd like to help me. It'd be really cool if you do. Until then, I'll see you next time. Yo! Dude! Okay, I do know that in order to like lock in the endings, I have to like quit the game. Dude, this was such a cool game. Um, oh, I'm speechless. It's just, that was a really cool game. Um, I don't have a lot more to say. I want to look into the game files. Maybe there's something interesting in here. Saves. So there's that save I did. File persistent. Okay. So if I open this file, like Notepad or something, this should probably give me like all the endings, right? Oh, that's in bunch of different symbols. I don't understand. What if I opened it in open with Adobe Reader. The True Green God. That was such a cool ending. Okay, well, we can't open it in that. I really want to see, because I think persistent is like just all the game's like persisting stuff, which like makes sense. Open in WordPad, I guess? I don't know. Yeah, it's just the same garbled nonsense. Oh well, it's doing its job. TL. That's cool. That's cool. This was like a really cool game, and I can't wait to play more of it. But for now, I guess I'm gonna call it quits for tonight. Stop streaming. Been going on for about 2 hours, I think. Yeah. It was so great to have you all guys all here. It would mean a lot to me if you guys go ahead and like subscribe or like follow, subscribe on my YouTube. I moved my Twitter, so I have like an official. Yes, it's sellout time. Shush. um, go ahead and check out my Twitter. I'm gonna be posting like my streaming Twitter. I'll post the ceramic lemon tonight. But it's been great having you guys. I hope you tune in. Probably like, either tomorrow or Saturday, where I'll do another run through of this. Okay, I'll check my DMs after this. I want to see if I can, like, raid someone. I don't know if you guys want to do a raid. Why do I... Okay, I will check my DMs, but we're gonna do a raid. Because I've never done one of these. It's gonna be a really sad 2-person raid. But it's gonna be... It's gonna be great. Channel. Oh, that's connecting me to my stream. Dashboard. There. Go to the dashboard. I don't want to hear my stream. Okay, hold on. What did you send me? Boop-a-doo. It's just the Teletubbies. It's just the Teletubbies. Okay. We're gonna raid. We're gonna raid. You know what? You sent me quality art. Yep. I'm gonna raid uh Rambo, I guess. He has so many. This is gonna be a very insignificant raid to him, but here. I don't know if it's Rambo Live. Alright. Start the raid. There we go. Bye. I don't actually know if it's... Bye. Bye-bye. Have a good night, everyone. There, we're ready to raid.